Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're streaming again. So we did have a bit of a network issue there. We're still trying to refine our systems. So we're on the other side of the inlet where just dead ahead of us is the first of the Seven Sisters. So if you can believe it, this was all just a preamble to actually get to the first sister. So that's coming up. And it's a long, steady, unrelenting climb to the top of that first sister. And then once you're at the top, that's when the roller coaster begins over each of the 7 hills. And then finally, after you get to Berlin Gap, where there's a National Trust building and some rather nice coffee that I'll be stopping for, you head up to Beachy Head. And it's a part of the walk that I always underestimate the distance. You sort of think that once you've done the Seven Sisters, that's it, bish bosh, job done. But the walk over Beachy Head and then into Eastbourne is quite a long walk. And so it's not to be underestimated. It is a nice long walk, this. A lot of hiking groups grade it as intermediate to strenuous. There's no particularly tough climbs. I think that it's just the distance, really. As with all walking, you know, the difficulty of a walk is very subjective. You'll get people who drop into these hiking groups hoping that a difficult hike is actually difficult, and then to be disappointed. But similarly, some people will underestimate it and occasionally have to drop out. One of the great advantages, or one of the great perks of doing the Seven Sisters, and certainly doing it with other people, is that it's almost impossible to get lost because you're just walking along the coastline for the most part. So if you're wondering if you're going the right way, you just think, okay, do I have white cliffs and ocean to my right? And if I do, then I'm still on the right track. And eventually you'll end up in Eastbourne. So this is nice. And I'm wondering how long the favourable network coverage will last. Okay, good. So there's a lot of water around here. Let's just give it a little bit of a pano. Yeah. I'm just going to speed up a bit because we've got a large walking group behind me. And I don't want to slow them down, but I also don't want to make them feel awkward by having to walk past me. So, okay. Wow. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is. It's not bad. It's not bad. There is actually, at the top of Beachy Head, there's actually a pub. I'm going to drop in at the Beachy Head because I think by the time we get there, I'm going to be ready for a refreshment. I think I was speaking earlier about getting a drink from the previous pub that we were at, and I decided not to because what I discovered was that our systems were back online, and I wanted to make hay while the sun shone, and got back out here. It is a lovely day. Nice cool breeze. I've taken the fleece off. That was a little bit too warm. Didn't quite need that. And I think once we start heading up the first of these sisters, and I think the sisters do have names, but I don't know what those names are. On a previous hike, I think, with another hiker that I was with, we tried to come up with names that sort of followed the alphabet. So I think we had the first one as Agatha or Angela, and then we had Belinda or Betty or something like that. We managed to sort of come up with names for all 7 of them, but they do have names, I believe, or am I just inventing that? I'm not quite sure. So you can see these people walking along. That's the direction that we came from. We took a slightly different route further away from the water, but you do have to veer away from the coastline in order to sort of carry on to the Seven Sisters. I have seen daring people wade across, I guess when the tide is sort of changing and it's fairly still, otherwise you might get swept in or out with it being a tidal inlet. But I didn't feel like getting wet today. It's warm in the sun, but I think if the water would still be pretty cold. So, there are lots of people out here as expected. The weather is starting to get a little bit better. In fact, the spring and the autumn are probably the best times to go hiking, because the summer's too hot, the winter can be fairly punishing. Well, the winter, I think mostly just gloomy, grey and dark and generally depressive, although, you know, even then if you get out and get some sun on your skin, it does cheer you up. With a lot of the hiking groups that I go on, you do get the feeling that for a lot of people the hiking is partly for exercise and sometimes just to get an excuse to get out of the city, but I think mental health plays a big part in it as well, and you know, meeting people, possibly, you know, meeting a partner. I think there's a lot of single people who join these groups. It's a good way to do it. It's you know, less less transactional than Tinder, shall we say. It looks a bit wetter than... Okay. Thank you to those loyal viewers who are tuning in on Facebook. Glad to have you here. We are just about to ascend the first of the Seven Sisters. The live stream has been going for about an hour, but we walked out of Seaford, and it does take a good hour just to wind your way through to start the Seven Sisters proper. We had some network difficulties earlier on, which are bound to happen with us being right on the edge of England, and you know, it being fairly deprioritised in terms of network access. But at the moment, I think we're coming through loud and clear, according to my man Ronald in the studio. You should be able to hear and see what's going on. It does look a lot wetter than when I was out here last time. Oh yes. Okay, so believe it or not, that is usually, I think that is usually the route that I take, but it's a non-starter today. Oh, zoomy dog. So, yeah, so if you're here for the first time, my name is Andy. This is Hikarious. We're going to live stream some hikes around the UK and internationally. Some lovely mud. So Right. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get across. I've never come this way because I've always been able to walk through that that paddock, go through that. Oh, shit.
You're good.
Oh, fuck. Oh, thanks, mate. Oh, thanks, mate. You're a hero. Cheers.
You're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Sanctuary, we'll discover our truth on this journey of escape. In the arms of our youth.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us.
Oh yeah, I know. So there's nothing coming through from over. Did you see that stack? Did you see me fall over, Ronald, or not? Oh, okay. Okay, so okay, all right. Well, maybe it's just a cable. Let me see if I can plug it back in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just had my first live stream full, so that was fun. Ended up in a ditch and got rescued by a runner, so that was okay. Oh yeah, here we go. I thought the whole thing had broken, but right. So this one is wow. Wonder how I did. Right. Okay, I see what's happened. Yeah, so one of the power cables has come out. So the front camera is still coming through, Ronald, is that right? Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. We got, I just took a tumble. I'm not sure whether that was live streamed, but that was, it's quite steep down the side there. Okay, so, all right. Right, so we don't have anything coming through from. Is the Bella box? Yeah. So the face camera, what is the Bella box online or is that offline? Okay. Okay, but it's coming through at 200. Okay. All right. Let me see what we got. I know what's going on. Okay, hang on a sec. That's weird. Okay. 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 Right. So what I'm going to do is try and plug in some power. I think one of the cameras has lost its power, so I'm going to have to see if I can. Yeah, I see what's going on. All right.
Rivers flow and dreams are reconciled amongst the whispering trees, American inside. Amongst the whispering trees, a melody they bestow.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in.
Okay. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, here we are back. I don't think I've injured myself too badly, a few little grazes, but right, let's see if we can. Yeah, so as I was saying before, it'll be interesting to see how we get onto this first of the Seven Sisters from here, because I've never taken this exact route before. It's a lot more wet on the side there than it usually is. So. Okay. All right. So. Ooh. Okay, it's pretty muddy. There's been some rain here. You can tell from the amount of water that there is. I might head up here. Oh, that's some good mud. Okay. Hello to Twitch viewers, welcome back. We're going to hike the Seven Sisters if we can, and so the first of the Seven Sisters is just right there. Let's see if we can get a move on. So the hiking group that I was trying to stay ahead of all passed me after I took a tumble. Oh yeah, I see, we can go this way as well. That's good. So the route, obviously the normal route for this part of the Seven Sisters walk has changed a bit since I was here last time. I'm not sure why they've flooded the area over there that used to be a usable path. We have had quite a lot of rain recently, so it may not be intentional.
Hi. Kindness. Very great.
This is slow going. Okay. If anyone watching has got any questions or any comments that they'd like to send through, I'd be interested to hear from you, just to keep me entertained while I'm walking along. The messages will be passed on to me. Where are you watching from? Have you ever hiked the Seven Sisters yourself? I say hike, it's really a walk. hike seems like a very grandiose grandiose word to be using. But we are Hikarious, so for that reason, we're describing this as a hike. So if anyone is, please get in touch if you've got any contributions of any sort. But you're very welcome just to watch along. We're glad that you're here. And if you like this and you think someone else might like it, then feel free to share it and get involved, because we're live streaming this for the exact reason that we want people to feel like they're a part of these hikes and that they can somewhat direct the action and be a participant vicariously or hicariously, if you like, in the action. This is interesting. This is a completely different route from what I normally take. Hi to the viewer that we have on Facebook. Please comment, like and share, and all that good stuff. We're going to live stream hikes around the UK and in other parts of the world as well. So if you're interested in the outdoors, if you're a hiker yourself or dream of being a hiker, and particularly are interested in destinations in the UK and Western Europe, that's the kind of thing that we're going to be doing here. We're going to be somewhat limited by going to places where there's reasonable network access, which of course there isn't always, especially in the more exotic locations. So we're going to do our best to choose places where we can get a reliable signal so that you can come along and join in the action. So that's what we're doing here. And we won't always be in the outdoors as well. So every Wednesday I'm going to be following the Thames Path walk, which I started a few Wednesdays ago. Sorry about this wind noise, guys. And I will be following the Thames Path, and I'll be walking across that. If you're interested in London as a destination, next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. UCT would be an excellent time for you to tune in. We're going to be starting from Brunel Museum, and we will be passing Tower Bridge, London Bridge, Tate Modern Gallery, and finishing off at the London Eye, if everything goes according to plan. So that's what we aim to do on Wednesday, and then we'll follow the path continuously every Wednesday or thereabouts until we get to the source of the Thames, to some couple of 100 miles out to the west of London. So you can see coming up there some little dots on the horizon. Those little dots are people walking up to the top of the First of the Sisters. So that's where we're heading. So that you can place this, that's the direction that we came from, and we walked all the way to, there was a sort of a water inlet there, and we walked all the way around and back. Okay, So we're going to be hello. Hey, duckies. Oh. Thank you for those people joining in this hike, wherever you're watching us from. We're on Facebook Live, on YouTube and on Twitch. And believe it or not, we're still heading up to the first of these Seven Sisters. It's a slow old path because of the pebbly surface that we're walking on. We're not making very fast progress, but we will get there. And you can expect for my breathing to get considerably heavier as we go up to the top of those hill. And we've got 7 of them. 7 of them to conquer. And then Beachy Head as well at the end, which after you've done the Seven Sisters is quite formidable, Beachy Head, because it's this sort of hill that just never, this climb that never seems to end. It's not particularly steep, but it's fairly unrelenting, and as soon as you sort of cross over a summit, you're sort of over the horizon, you see it just goes up again. So we'll be doing that towards the end. If the batteries manage to survive that long, then you'll get to witness Beachy Head in all its frustrating glory. But one of the silver linings is that there is a pub at Beachy Head that I've never been into, but I intend to visit today. And I think that's probably where we'll close the live stream, if we're still live streaming, at the Beachy pub, at the Beachy Head pub, because then I can head into Eastbourne, then get the train back to London. So quite a nice day here today. It's around about lunchtime. So as I was mentioning before, I've never taken this route up. It's a little bit steeper than the other option. I think people are going to, it's a good idea, they're all going to take on water. So I do believe that lot are outdooraholics. Okay. There are a lot of people out there. I think these guys are from Outdooraholics. They're one of the biggest walking clubs there are in London, and friends of mine. If you come to London, this is an unauthorised and unsponsored announcement, but Outdooraholics is a fantastic hiking club that does hikes around London. So if you're in London for a short amount of time, or if you're new to London and are interested in getting out of the city, they're sort of a a done-for-you type service that you might like to use. So amazing. Okay. Okay. Well, that was fun. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gents. Sorry for this heavy breathing, guys. You're going to get a bit of that today, I'm afraid. Ronald, do your best. If my breathing gets a bit too much, turn me down so that people don't have to listen to me. It's up to you. I'll leave you in charge of that.
Nature's sanctuary, ooh, discover truth on this journey of escape.
Okay.
In the arms of our
Okay, yeah, good idea. Probably for the climbs. Ooh. Look at this. My harness is falling
in the
apart.
morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Clear my troubled mind, join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled amongst the whispering trees of American inside.
That's good. Everyone's enjoying the sunshine, I think.
Amongst the whispering trees, a melody they bestow.
So
Join us for the journey.
that's about as close as I'd want to go.
Through winding trails and paths unknown, a journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The winglets soar, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, where peace is made. Join us and lead, a gentle breeze. They speak to me. We're such ease in this sanctuary. I'm whole and complete in nature's embrace. My soul finds its peace.
Okay.
Join us for the journey on the trail, where worries fade and spirits prevail amongst the towering peaks of peace you'll know. Join us for the journey, let your spirit grow. So let's wander on, with hearts light and free, embracing the adventure.
So that's a better view of the inlet there. Let's see if I can straighten that up a bit.
Nature's sanctuary, ooh, discover truth on this journey of escape.
Excellent, yeah, good.
In the arms of In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind. Find some peace in nature. Hear my troubled mind. Join us for the journey through
So
rivers flow and dreams are
the Seven Sisters, well, they're supposedly 7 hills, so that's why they're called the Seven Sisters, although no one quite knows whether the sisters were sisters that, you know, real life sisters from the area. I think it is one of those things where the source of the name has been lost. No one's quite sure. It's going to get very windy up here. Apologies. Nobody knows. People have got theories, but oh, here we go. Right. So, sorry I don't know the exact answer, Jen, but thank you for the question. I appreciate it. We'll get in contact with you and try and solve that mystery for you.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees her. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity when nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, peace is done. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, when nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees her. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, when nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey light under sky so gray. I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, peace is done. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees her. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, peace is done. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. When nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the trail.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled amongst the whispering trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, where peace is made. Join us for the journey. Let your worries go. Join us for the journey through the trees, where nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, my spirit. Join us for the journey on the trail. The worries fade, spirits prevail. A lost and sorry peace. Join us for the journey on the trail. Worries fade, spirits prevail. Amongst the towering peaks hail. Join us for the journey, let your spirit grow. So let's wander on, with hearts light and free, embracing the adventure that's meant to be. In